What if I told you that the richest people in the world don't wear luxury the way you think they do? No flashy logos, no designer overkill, just simple, almost boring clothes. Sounds insane, right? But here's the kicker. Old money families know something that we commoners don't. They don't need to show off because their wealth speaks for itself. Want to know why they stay under the radar while still owning the game? Stick around because I'm about to spill the secret sauce that'll change your entire perspective on what it means to be truly rich. Number 1. Old money is about heritage, not flash. Alright, let's set the scene. You're at a charity gala. The crowd is decked out in glittering jewelry, fancy suits, and those wow shoes that everyone's trying to figure out how to pronounce. But then, out of nowhere, you spot someone who's not wearing any of that. They're dressed simply, maybe a navy blue blazer, a white shirt, and that's it. No gold chains, no branded bags, no logos. And yet they are the ones that everyone's flocking around. Why? Because old money isn't about showing off, it's about heritage, legacy, and quiet power. Old money families don't need to wear flashy stuff to prove that they have wealth. The wealth is in their history. They don't need to shout about their success because their name is a brand in itself. Think about it. Names like Vanderbilt, Rothschild, and Windsor are synonymous with old money, but you're not going to see any of those folks parading around in flashy designer labels. Their wealth is built over generations, and it's ingrained in who they are, not what they wear. They're the kind of people who could walk into a room full of billionaires and still manage to blend in. Why? Because they don't care about making others feel inferior with their clothing. In fact, that's a huge part of the old money mindset. I don't need to make you feel small because I know where I stand. So the goal isn't to impress. You can't impress when you already own the room by being the room. It's just like walking into an old mansion with a hidden treasure trove. Yeah, you might not see the gold at first, but you know it's there because of how effortlessly everything else is set up. Number 2, the power of understatement. Now let's talk about the art of understatement. Imagine that you're a billionaire who's inherited wealth and you've been doing this for generations. Do you really need a Louis Vuitton bag with a logo the size of a dinner plate? Heck no! The true power of old money is in its ability to stay under the radar. Wearing loud luxury items would be like a low-key billionaire driving a Ferrari covered in neon lights just to get attention. Not cool, right? Old money is all about subtlety. It's the quiet flex. That classic tailored suit? It's probably handmade by a designer that you've never heard of, and that's on purpose. That watch? It's not the latest Rolex with a flashy gold face. It's a discreet Patek Philippe that only those in the know would recognize. But here's the trick. Old money people don't care about the attention. They don't want you to know. The beauty is in the mystery. The moment someone wears a piece of clothing that says, "I'm rich," it almost loses its charm. But when you're rocking those subtle touches and people are trying to figure out how much your suit costs, that's where the magic happens. It's like an exclusive club where only a few people get in, and trust me, old money people love that feeling. So when you're trying to show off your wealth with all that flashy stuff, just remember this: subtlety is king. If you want to fit in with the old money crowd, you're going to need to take notes from their playbook. Number 3, luxury as a depreciating asset. Okay, this is the part where it gets real. Old money people don't just buy luxury items for the heck of it. There's a reason that they don't go around dropping thousands of dollars on shoes or designer handbags. And no, it's not because they don't have the money, they've got plenty of that. It's because luxury items are generally depreciating assets. Let's break that down. Most luxury items lose their value the second you use them. A designer bag that costs $3,000 today might be worth $1,500 next year. Sure, it might be stylish, but that's not an investment. Old money families are all about real investments, things that hold or increase their value over time, like property, stocks, art, and collectibles. They see luxury clothing or accessories as something that you enjoy in the moment, but not something that's going to build long-term wealth. So instead of buying yet another expensive watch that's going to end up sitting in a drawer, they're more likely to put their money into something that appreciates, like rare vintage cars, fine art, or even a multi-million-dollar property that can generate passive income. And when it comes to personal style, they've got it all figured out. Instead of splurging on the latest luxury trend, they're going to buy a few classic pieces that they can wear for decades. A nice cashmere sweater, a well-fitted blazer. That's their version of luxury. These aren't just things. They are timeless investments that stand the test of time. Number 4, avoiding the new money trap. Old money people hate being confused with new money. And you know what screams new money? The constant need to show off, especially when it comes to designer labels and luxury status symbols. For them, it's almost like wearing a flashing neon sign that says, "Hey, look at me, I've got money." Old money wants nothing to do with that. They don't need to prove anything to anyone. They understand that in some circles, showing off wealth is considered tacky. New money people often associate luxury with status, so they buy flashy things to prove that they've made it. The old money mentality is different. They've already made it, and they know it's not about the quote-unquote stuff. They understand that wealth is often about being quiet, low-key, and powerful, not loud and ostentatious. Old money individuals would rather attend a private dinner wearing a classic navy suit and a pair of discreet leather shoes rather than rocking the latest high-end trend. For them, wealth is about lineage and subtlety. It's about knowing that their family's name will open doors for them long after the latest trend has faded away. So if you're trying to figure out how to make your way into old money circles, you'll start by forgetting about all those fancy labels and flashy logos. Focus on class, understated elegance, and long-term investments. That is the true key to fitting in with the old money crowd. Number 5, the connection to craftsmanship. Old money people don't just go for luxury, they go for craftsmanship. There's a huge difference between the two. Instead of buying the most expensive thing with the biggest logo, they're going to be looking for quality that lasts a lifetime. Let's talk about watches for a second. They might not wear that trendy gold Rolex that everyone's raving about, but they will happily wear a rare handcrafted timepiece from a lesser-known Swiss brand. Why? Because it's about the quality of the craftsmanship, not the brand name. It's the same with their clothing. Instead of wearing a flashy designer suit, they're going to choose a shirt made from the finest cotton, woven by a family-owned Italian business that's been perfecting its craft for generations. For old money folks, it's not about the price tag, it's about the story behind the product. They buy things that have a rich history, are made by skilled artisans, and will hold their value over time. It's about a connection to tradition and respect for things that are made properly. And number 6, wealth beyond materialism. Finally, let's talk about mindset. Old money isn't about accumulating things for the sake of having more. It's about accumulating knowledge, connections, and legacy. They understand that material wealth is fleeting, but true wealth comes from understanding how to use that wealth wisely, whether it's through philanthropy, investments, or building up a business empire that lasts generations. When you've been rich for generations, you start thinking differently. They're too busy living lives of purpose, securing their legacy, and expanding their wealth in ways that go far beyond material things. So when you're trying to understand why old money people don't wear luxury, it's not just because they're humble, it's because they've got a deeper understanding of what wealth is really about. And there you have it. Old money people don't wear luxury because their wealth is already known. They value understated elegance, they see luxury as a depreciating asset, and they prioritize quality and craftsmanship over the latest trends. It's not about flaunting what they have, it's about enjoying what they've built and ensuring that it lasts for generations. If you're trying to fit in with the old money crowd, stop buying things that just look expensive and start focusing on what's truly valuable. The next time you're tempted to splurge on that luxury item because you think it's going to make you feel important, just remember this. True wealth doesn't need to shout, it whispers. So what's your deal? Would you ever take the old money route, or are you going to be sticking with the flashy new stuff? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will be sure to respond to all of you. Like and subscribe if you love old money elegance and understated fashion. And if you don't subscribe, it means, oh, I'm just going to have to wait another day to onboard you. Stay sharp and subtle, and I'll catch you next time.